Thank you so much for listening to the Voices of Change on Intellectual Radio. I am your host this evening, and my name is Jan.
And I'm your co-host this evening. My only co-host today. I'm Shamel.
Yeah, only co-host. The other one is doing something, a Christmas special.
Oh, well, he didn't invite us, but it's okay.
Roland, he did.
Oh, well, I didn't get it. Well, why
did,
didn't you tell me?
He knew we were going to be here.
Oh,
so,
okay.
So he said, it's been a lot. We haven't been here in about 3 weeks.
It's been a long time. It's okay, but we're back, though.
2 weeks or 3 weeks. It's been a lot going on.
We've
lost a few people. We lost two great ones, Clay Evans and George Clement. So Father Clement.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, it's been a lot that went on. We have an exciting show that's going to be going on this evening. Shimmy, Elliot's not here to tease you. So what you been doing?
What have I been doing?
Because I know I haven't been on in 3 weeks. When was the last time you was on there?
I was on.
Were you on then?
What show was it? Yes.
Girl.
Yes.
And you know, she has sent me some jobs.
Okay.
She has sent me a few jobs, and I do, now that we're back in the swing of things, I do want to have a little segment where I talk about things that she said that's coming to fruition. Oh, there's been a whole lot going on.
Yeah.
News you can use. We're going to start talking about all this different stuff.
Her and her Donnie, okay?
Oh, my God. What she say? My Donnie? She had me, and you said Jan. You were saying my Donnie.
You were.
I know it was funny. I said my Donnie.
Yeah. No.
Anyway.
But I've just been busy going back to school in January, so trying to figure out what's going on with that. So
I'm glad that the teacher strike is over.
Oh, hello. Hey, man. First full check just came. You know, it's hard out here, okay?
It's hard out here for a teacher, right?
Oh.
But things are better. And
exactly.
As you know, I always start off with a scripture. For today, it's going to be from Luke 12:48. And it says, "But the one who does not know and does things deserving punishment will be beaten with few blows. From everyone who has been given much, much will be demanded. And from the one who has been entrusted with much, much more will be asked." That's interesting. You always hear, to whom they give much, they expect much. And I wanted to find out biblically where that was at. So that's one of the reasons why I looked that up. We have to give a shout out to our partners. Our partners being Oda Enterprises out of Indianapolis. She just left today. She was in town.
Yeah, so y'all went to dinner, rolling and all.
I was there last week.
No phone call, huh?
I was there last week for Thanksgiving, and I'm so tired. We were on a party bus, and this week she came back. She came back for the weekend, and yeah, we went to Mama Ty, and E. Roland was there, and
a whole intellectual radio field day, and I didn't get a call.
No, she asked about you. I said,
see,
Shimmy probably out.
See, he could have called me. I was at home.
Friday. It was Friday night. Okay. And Oda Enterprises, Great Tech Service, and GV Entertainment. In fact, our guest today, I don't want to mess up his name. It's Sean Dew. Shawnee Dew. Shawnee, at least I didn't say Shawnee Dew. Shawnee Dew. And I actually met Shawnee Dew.
Yes.
And I know he probably has many other characteristics and traits that we're going to delve into when we interview him. So we're going to be right back in a moment with the news you can use and all the things going on and about in the city. And this is the Voices of Change, only on Intellectual Radio. We'll be right back.
Please don't turn away. Please, baby, don't. Oh, please don't turn away. Don't ever, ever let me go. I love you so. I just want you to know. Oh, please, baby, please don't turn away. I need your smile, the beauty of your face. If you should leave, the flowers will not bloom.
You're listening to the Voices of Change on Intellectual Radio, and this is a News You Can Use segment. We're going to start out with the first story, and it talks about someone who Jamel mentioned earlier,
Oh, God.
President Donald Trump. President Donald Trump administration has announced that a new rule will go into effect where they say able-bodied people will be taken off of the federal food stamp program known as SNAP. It is criticized by social service agencies such as the Shriver Center on Poverty Law and the Greater Chicago Food Depository. About 700,000 people will be affected and lose benefits. Up to 140,000 people will be impacted here in Illinois and over 50,000 right here in Cook County. The rule only applies to adults age 18 to 49 who are able-bodied and don't have any dependents. The Trump administration said this age group is able to work. The hope with a low employment rate is to lead people away from government dependence towards self-sufficiency and employment. Many agencies who help and work with food stamp recipients say this policy will target the poor and those struggling to find work. The rule goes into effect on April 1st. I've been hearing this so many times.
I'm a big fan. I ain't gonna lie, cause this.
Oh no, we're not gonna go.
I'm sorry.
You're a big fan of what, Shimmy?
I mean, Donnie done some crazy stuff, but I mean, I'm out here working hard, spending my hard-earned cash to buy food, and you out here going to buy garbage with your SNAP card. I'm sorry.
Come on, wait.
I mean, I be
Chanel.
seeing frozen
Chanel.
pizzas and I ain't trying to hear it.
Frozen pizzas and frozen stuff.
Not good stuff.
Maybe because that's a lot of people don't cook like they used to.
Well, they need to get it
so
together.
that's what they eat.
Well, like I said, you sitting at home and I'm out here busting and spending my hard-earned cash. You keeping your cash and spending it on something else.
If you don't have much of a job, then you don't have much cash.
Well, they
to
better
keep.
get up. I'm sorry, Donnie. Hats off to you.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Hey, I'm like, that's right. Get up and go work. You able-bodied. You can walk. You tell the agencies to help them get a job. I'm down for that.
Well, okay. Now you're talking. If they wanted to do something like this,
Yeah.
they should slowly roll it out, but they should have agencies in place to help these people secure employment.
There you go.
Don't
I'm
just
okay with
throw
that.
them off without any kind of way to eat without any job.
I'm not
Even
a
though
monster.
people think jobs are so easy and oh my God, there's so many out there and everybody can get them. They're not that easy.
Yeah.
There's reasons why all these people aren't lazy.
Not
all
at
these
all.
people aren't, generational food stamp recipients. No, some of them are in a
Generational.
situation.
Yes.
Some of them may have lost a job. You only get unemployment for 6 months. After that, you cut off. You don't get extended.
But
So then what you gonna eat?
I'm not a monster. I'm not saying cut them off, but I'm like, that's right. It's time to come on.
No. But they need to put
And the
they need to put
agencies, like you
programs
said,
in place.
I say that at least agencies can help them find a job. But
P. Ray, did you get Chamel's number when you were here? Because she's sounding like she may be.
no, I
turning.
ain't. No, now you're going too far.
No. You know what? There are some. We won't even talk about this until we have her back.
Okay.
Yeah, we won't talk about this.
All right. Like I said, he did something smart on that one. But we're gonna see if you
I am in
help
disagreement.
get the
of that.
agencies to help them get a job. Don't just be like, now your family can't eat. I'm not a monster.
Now your
okay?
family can't eat. You can't get unemployment. You have no other income. No other money's coming in. At least you had that safety net of being able to have a sandwich. Yeah, some of them do eat. I'm just saying, some of them probably do eat frozen food. How many people do you know cook 3 meals a day? So if you want to eat something, you get something frozen, pop in the freezer, in the microwave.
I eat the same meal three times a day. Give me that broccoli and that chicken again for dinner.
Oh, come on. Okay.
All right, next story. George Zimmerman, go ahead.
George Zimmerman, the man acquitted of killing unarmed black teen Trayvon Martin in 2012, is now suing the boy's family, their attorneys, and the prosecutors for damages in excess of $100 million. Zimmerman, a former Neighborhood Watch volunteer, has said he was defending himself while being attacked when he shot and killed Martin, who was 17, in a gated community in the Central Florida city of Sanford in February 2012. Can you believe?
He got some nerve. Okay.
He's suing everybody for $100 million.
For what?
Damages, I guess, probably to his good stellar reputation.
Oh, as the Neighborhood Watch or police? A second police officer in Chicago who was involved in a body slamming of a 29-year-old Bernard Kirsch has been relieved of his police powers after the Thanksgiving incident in Chatham. Today, the civilian police, the COPA, which they call Civilian Office of Police Accountability, recommended another Chicago Police Department officer involved in the incident on 79th and Cottage Grove on the 28th of November be relieved of his powers. Mayor Lightfoot called the video of the incident very disturbing, and shortly after the incident, the first officer was relieved of his powers. The situation has raised tensions between police and the African American community as video showing the officer hurling Kirsch to the ground was circulated widely online.
This story kind of okay. So when I first heard the story, right, I heard that him and the police. I don't know what happened, but he spit on the police, and then the police slammed him. And I thought to myself, well, if somebody hawked up and spit on me, I'd probably want to slam them too. Then I found out later, fast forward, I found out when they interviewed his parents that he had some kind of mental illness, bipolar or schizophrenia or something.
Yeah.
So that's probably why he had that outburst. And I felt really bad because I thought if somebody spit on me, I'd want to slam him too.
Yeah.
But then I felt bad because he has this disorder and he was slammed. And I wouldn't want to be a police for nothing in the world.
No.
I mean, that's something I
'Cause
would
it's
not
a
want to
hard
be.
job, and you want to protect yourself, but you're also seen as the bad guy, even though you're supposed to be the good people.
So how do you know when? Well, I know that they get extensive training, but and I know that police brutality is real, and I don't have to watch. What is that show everyone's talking about? Is it Queen and Slim?
Queen and Slim, that was the movie.
Did you see it?
Not yet, so let's not talk about it.
I saw it. Did you see it?
Okay, well,
I want to get your opinion.
next week.
Next week.
Okay.
Yeah, what you thought about it because I saw it. But it's really it would be really hard because okay, at first thought if you were in an altercation and someone spit on you,
Oh, it's going
that's
down.
what I mean, instinctively.
Of course.
But you have to think you're a public servant, so you don't think like a typical person on the street.
Yeah, you can't. You can't think like a typical person. You have to be an officer of the law.
Yeah. So,
And that's a hard thing to switch off when your regular instincts kick in like mother.
yeah, you don't.
Exactly. So that's a hard instinct
Yeah.
to just flip a switch and say no.
Yeah, that's tough.
I wish it was a way to not to say label those with disabilities, but that's a big thing because sometimes those with disabilities are seen as a threat, but they don't realize that they're doing this wrong.
And they don't know how to handle it, how to
Exactly.
diffuse it because they haven't identified it yet. So they have to, I guess, look at everybody like they maybe I don't know. It's tough. Frank Ordonez was a UPS driver who was killed during a wild police chase in Florida that unfolded after jewelry thieves hijacked his truck and took him hostage. Ordonez was a young father, remembered for his work ethic, and serious questions remain about how he was slain. 4 people lay dead by the time the dust cleared. Ordonez, another innocent bystander, as yet unnamed, and 2 robbers. Outrage flooded social media from people who watched the frightening police pursuit unfold live on television and who believed that the law enforcement needlessly endangered and maybe even took his life. The cops killed Frank Ordonez on live TV and endangered the lives of so many other bystanders over stolen jewelry, wrote one angry woman on Twitter, echoing the thoughts of others. Did you see it on TV, the chase?
No, I
It
wouldn't
was-
have wanted to see the TV live.
You know what? It was like on CNN. It was crazy. They running through the street like they,
For some jewelry.
and then I guess because these robbers took this UPS truck, and when they finally got him cornered, they started shooting, and the police just shot every living thing in there and near there. It was,
No, I didn't see it, and I'm glad I didn't see it because it's just you're not thinking about other lives. You're just being an animal at that point, just shooting for what?
even
For
the
some jewelry?
bystanders. I mean, think about it. This was in daylight, broad daytime.
Yeah.
You're driving home from work or driving to the mall or driving wherever, and then it just breaks out.
Coming from City Hall, at a tense meeting Wednesday, Chicago's black aldermen unleashed their frustration with the lack of minority ownership as recreational weed sales are set to go legal. And one alderman has a message for dispensaries hoping to open in his ward. Come with a black partner or don't come at all. Alderman Walter Burnett of the 27th Ward a veteran black alderman who represents a diverse ward that includes the booming West Loop and the affluent near North Side, said he'll only support dispensaries aiming to open in the 27th ward if they're partnering with a black firm or operator. The 11 firms permitted to sell weed on January 1st in Chicago, all of which were given priority because they operate medical dispensaries are owned by black white men. Burnett said, if they don't have an African American partner, don't waste your time coming to see me because I don't even want to talk to them. Because I think you're just being a racist in my face when you talk to me about this stuff and you don't allow African Americans to be your partner. Burnett says he's happy the new industry will provide jobs for black people, but that's not enough. He says we don't have to have folks be sharecroppers in this business. We're not just coming out of slavery or in people just feeding us stuff or giving us stuff. We want our folks to be able to fish on their own, to feed themselves, and to be in power. Hmm. Historically, Burnett's vow would have killed opening his ward without his blessing, but with Mayor Lightfoot aiming to end automatic prerogative, Burnett said after the meeting he knows he may not be able to stop the dispensaries from opening in his ward like he once could.
This, well, you know how I feel about the whole thing. And it's right around the corner and it's going to happen. And they're seeing disparities in ownership of dispensaries. I don't know how they're going to, make it right with the issues of all those people who are in jail that had barely enough to smoke. I mean, what are they going to do? Just let them out one day? Just open the doors on January 1st?
I mean,
I don't know. I don't know. I'm in total disagreement with the legality of it for recreational, but it's done. It's going to happen, and we just have to see how it unfolds.
or in jail. I mean, even if whoever got arrested for a little bit, whatever they had, it's like now it's legal. So now what? They can't get
Right.
their years back. First off, second off, are you just gonna let them out?
And what are they going to do about applicants? Like when you apply for not even major corporations, for any place, they have you do a drug test, and they're checking for that. Will they not check for it now since it's legal in
Now,
Illinois?
I think it's gonna be like having alcohol in your system. You can't have it in your system while on the job.
Okay, but then they can't check for it when I'm trying to get a job then, because I may have done it Saturday and I'm going to
But
try
there
to
you
find.
go.
I don't know how that.
So
It's
that's
interesting.
that's because it'll stay in your system for
Yeah,
a good while.
and,
So
and and some of these little smart young kids, like somebody who I know said, "Oh well, I know this herb to take that I'm taking
yeah,
out,"
they
or
yes,
whatever. So
things
I
like
don't,
that do exist where you can
I
go
don't,
find things
I
like
don't know
that.
if it's true, but this is what this guy
Hey,
told me.
some
So
they
I don't
find some
know.
ways. I done heard kids tell me, man, I just told my friend give me some of his urine. I'm like, oh, okay,
Oh my
all
gosh.
right, whatever works for you.
Yeah. Well, we'll just have to say everything. I don't know. This next story was just horrible, but it's a retired priest was charged in a fatal hit and run crash in Orland Park. Paul Berg, 73 of Palos Heights, was charged with aggravated DUI and leaving the scene of a fatal accident. Officials identified the victims as third grade teacher Mrs. Elizabeth Kostick and Miss Roan Leja. Miss Leja, who taught technology, died during the incident. The accident happened as the women were leaving a Christmas party Wednesday night near Orland Square Mall. Barak, the driver of the vehicle, was a retired pastor of St. Michael Parish and also attended the Christmas party. Barak's bond hearing was yesterday. I didn't follow up and find out how that happened.
Yeah, I heard
The
that on the
irony
news
of it.
that morning. I
The
was like,
irony
oh
of it.
man, and coming from the same
The
party.
same party. He come out drunk. Mm,
Well,
unfortunate.
today, some
This was
tragic
horrible.
news. Juice WRLD, one of the most successful U.S. based artists of the past 2 years, has died today at the age of 21, suffering a seizure in Chicago's Midway Airport. TMZ reported that the signed artist flew from California to Chicago today. Following the flight, witnesses say he suffered a seizure while walking through the airport. He had just turned 21 last Monday. According to data, the rapper was the seventh biggest artist in the US in the first half of this year and in terms of consumption across all formats. In terms of audio on demand streams, he was the fifth biggest, racking up 1.9 billion plays in the US across January to the June period. And his major label hit was Lucid Dreams, which hit number 2 on the Billboard's Hot 100 after being released in May.
Have you ever heard of him before?
Yes, I've heard the song.
Didn't. Okay.
I don't know him like any more songs other than that one.
Okay, but he was big.
Yes, he was
and
big.
They actually said he got off a private plane, and by the time the paramedics got him, his bleeding from his mouth and his nose. But he was awake. He was conscious.
Yeah, he was awake and conscious on his way to the hospital.
And then I guess he had a grand mal or some kind of seizure from whatever. They haven't identified what the problem was. And gone. They couldn't. Jeez.
That's crazy. Young. He was from Chicago.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yes. I don't know what part or because I didn't, he wasn't a popular like you hear of a Chief Keef or a Chance the Rapper or of these other rappers. You didn't hear about him.
For him
as
to
much.
have stats like that, I mean,
where? Because his song was popular. Yeah.
Barack Obama and his wife Michelle are the proud new owners of a sprawling property on Martha's Vineyard, a towny enclave on the coast of Massachusetts. According to the Vineyard Gazette, the sale of the 6,892 square foot house situated on a 29.3 secluded acres was completed this week. The listing price of the home, which was built in 2001, was a whopping $11.75 million. But it still came as a steal compared to the original asking price, which was $22.5 million. I'm sure they're going to be very happy on the Vineyard. We're going to have to get an invite to their first party, Shimmy.
Totally. But who know him though? What's your girl name? Donnie. She know him. So need to call her.
Right, because she used to work for
Barack Obama.
Wait. We have to have her.
We gotta have her back on. What's her name? Shouts out to you, okay? P-Ray, come on back out, okay? Let's talk about Eddie Johnson, okay?
Wait now. This is
Monday. I was shocked. I was like, okay, Mayor Lightfoot. She's shutting it down, okay?
I really tried to but now I've heard a whole new set of now I heard a whole new story. And I was planning on talking about it today on the show. I didn't put it on here because when I was telling my sister who was in town, you know what she told me?
What?
That helpful said I sound like Wendy Williams. I said Wendy Williams, then I can't tell the story.
Oh no.
But it was like they said, it's morphing and changing, and it started out with one woman. Now last I heard it's 3 women. And then I heard he was asleep, and then no, he wasn't really asleep. His head was just back in the car. And,
we don't know till we see this video, okay?
Well, this was from a very, very good source, and she said you cannot say that.
Oh,
and I'm like, okay.
Well, I need to know.
I will leave that alone. It's so unfortunate though. She a month ago she was side by side with him and his family.
Exactly. She said I wouldn't have done that.
Well, because from what I heard, she had to close the door and ask him, I need to know as your boss so I can let me know.
Back you up.
Yeah, just let me know, because we can, all he had to do is retire then or whatever.
Exactly.
He goes, no, I'm telling the truth. No.
Don't play with Lori, obviously.
Wait, but he should know. He should know they got cameras all over the city. I mean,
as a superintendent, and those who followed with him and said, okay, you can go home. I wouldn't have sent that man home. Excuse me, I got the superintendent.
You know what? But that's such a delicate, okay, think about this. You have a boss, right?
Yeah, I ain't going down for them.
No, but if you thought he was just in the car with somebody doing something he shouldn't have been, and you're just kind of like, well, let me just go.
Well, was somebody in the car, or was it just him? I heard he was down the street from his house.
He was.
Or was somebody else in the car, or was he alone?
I'm sure it'll be out next week because it's out, but it'll be out next week. I'm not gonna sound like Wendy Williams. It's scandalous. It's more. It's better than a reality show. It's scandalous.
Like I said, no, I'm sorry, boss. The way everybody else be getting locked up. No,
but they probably just thought I'm just gonna ignore this, because think about it. It was inconsistent.
But he's a superintendent.
I know, but it was inconsistent when they said he was asleep in the car from.
I thought he was slumped over. Yeah,
he was supposed to be asleep, but then when they banged on the window, he showed his badge like, go away. If you're asleep in the car and you're out of it, and someone knocks, aren't you gonna be like disoriented?
Startled.
You're gonna be like, you're not gonna go like. But anyway, we won't talk. I thought it was interesting. He found out. I guess he didn't realize he was a black man, so he was surprised that Bloomberg, who was running for president, referred to him as a young man that's well spoken. He just felt like, why do they still have to look at us as black men if we can articulate and conjugate a verb that they have to say that we're well spoken?
Yeah,
He's as
this is
educated as anybody else. He's like, what is this? And Kamala Harris, she dropped out. What do you think about that?
hey.
I thought she,
I
I mean,
mean, it's
I
I mean,
get
it's
it.
a lot that need to drop out because
I get
some of
it
them
because I thought from the onset, and everybody got mad at me. I never thought she could win.
that's
So
respectable.
she dropped out. She said she didn't have enough funds, and everyone says, how could she not have enough funds when black women are the center of the Democratic Party? Well, whatever. She couldn't win. I mean, right?
Why you waste your time? I
Yeah.
get it.
To me, I get it. Then they Queen and Slim, that movie that I hope you guys see so we can talk
I'm
about it.
going to see it
I really
this
want to
week.
get your input on it. It's still in the top five, so it's still doing well. The last story before we're going to have our person on here and talk to him and let him perform for us. But the last story is one of Health Watch to watch out for. It's always we always get the raw end of the stick. Everything hits us rougher. A report by the National Institute of Environmental Health Sciences published Wednesday suggests that women who use hair dyes and chemical straighteners are at increased risk of developing breast cancer over those who don't. The hazard was much higher for African American women. Among black women who use permanent dyes every 5 to 8 weeks, researchers saw a 60% increase risk of breast cancer compared to the 8% in their white peers. The team found no significant increase in risk associated with semi permanent or temporary dye use.
Oh yeah, we do semi-permanent. We don't do
Right, but even it just seemed
wellies.
like even dyeing and straightening your hair, we had a bigger risk.
Yeah,
Yikes.
chemical straighteners. That means perms though.
But I've heard that I've heard something like they've had reports before. They just kept changing. They're inconsistent. But now apparently this data is saying that particularly for the permanent dyes. So just
I
do
don't
semi
have
permanent.
permanent bond. Yeah, we
Just
semi-permanent.
if
Well,
you but well now no one's dyeing their hair.
no, my
I mean a
grandma
lot
don't
of
play
people
that.
are going white. People 30, 40 years old.
Mm-mm. I told my grandma, "Won't you?" No, I'm not going. I said, "Okay, girl."
Yeah, but I think some of the white looks kind of pretty. Anyway,
Mm-mm.
so we
I
will be
tried. She told me no.
she said no.
My grandma was
We
like,
will be
"No."
right back. That's the news you can use. We're going to be right back with our special guest, Shawnee Dew. As soon as this break is over, this is the Voices of Change on Intellectual Radio. For those of you just tuning in, you're looking and listening to the Voices of Change on Intellectual Radio. And next to me, I have this handsome young man, Shawnee Dew.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being on the Voices of Change Intellectual Radio. We also have Miss Shimmy here that is, she's going to be doing the interview with me. So we're going to be getting you on both sides. So I hope you're ready.
All right.
So, since I don't have a bio, we're going to start off with the easy stuff. Just tell us a little bit about yourself, about your background. I know you're an actor. How I met you was I worked with you on a project, and you were absolutely fabulous
Thank
as a
you.
son of David. You were quite a you're fabulous. So when I heard that you were also an artist, I'm like, what? What do you do? And then I saw the 773, and I thought, oh my God, would you do it live? And you agreed.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. So tell us about yourself.
Yeah, so I'm originally from the south side of Chicago. I was actually, I grew up over in Inglewood, and then the second half of my childhood, I grew up in Chicago Lawn, so like right around 71st and Kedzie, right across from like Market Park. So, yeah, so pretty much just grew up all over the south side. And so, like, yeah,
No
now,
West Side.
oh, no west side, but I do
Okay.
have some family and friends that live
Just
over in
thought
the
it.
west side.
Okay.
West side?
Had to put that in. Had to put that in, y'all.
But yeah, and so music is pretty much just everything to me. I've been musically inclined like pretty much my entire life, and I kind of get that from my great aunt. She's a retired CPS school teacher, music teacher.
Like someone else we know who's a CPS teacher. But anyway, go on.
Yeah, so yeah, I've just been like rapping pretty much since I was like a kid, but I started taking it serious around 2011. That's when I just started just uploading stuff on SoundCloud, YouTube, and yeah, so like now I got stuff like everywhere. You just go to shinydo.com, you can find me on iTunes, Spotify, everywhere. But I'm just trying to just stay authentic to like the source material, and then everything that I talk about is just kind of just like what I'm going through, or just some of the stuff that I like how I feel, but everything is just pretty much as authentic with me.
Have you done an EP yet? Or do you have anything out there?
Yeah, so the songs that so actually this song 773 that we're I'll be doing later today, it's actually from my upcoming album, Other Side of Me Too. It's a hip hop album, just kind of just talking about, it was pretty much just shedding like a little bit more light about me and just like some of the stuff I've gone through, and kind of just overall just like I don't know, just kind of just give people something to think about, and kind of just shedding like light on the Chicago scene, and just how authentic and raw this city is.
Since you mentioned hip hop, 773, I really liked it. And normally hip hop is like, but I did like it. I like the message. I'm gonna let Shamel continue this interview
All right.
because she is like she knows about hip hop, and I'm like a little bit ignorant.
I mean, I'm not too savvy on hip hop, but I know a little bit. So tell us first, where did you get your name from?
Oh, so it's a funny story. So growing up, I was a huge fan of Scooby Doo.
Scooby Dooby
Yeah.
Okay.
And so pretty much everyone, like my friends and my family, they would just call me Shawnee Doo, because I just love Scooby Doo. So it's like, oh, Shawnee Doo, okay. And the name just kind of just stuck. And so I was like, it's kind of catchy. Like, let me just stick with this and just, but yeah, so like everywhere I go, like some of my friends would be like, hey, Shawnee Doo. Like, it's like a nickname, It's
That's cool. Okay. Well, look at that. Childhood brings it all the way full circle for you, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Well, what genre of music is your preference?
So hip hop primarily, but then I also like pop, and I pretty much listen to every genre.
Okay.
I just love everything. But yeah, like some of the music that I started doing, I actually started off doing pop music, and speaking of which, now that I'm thinking about it, like some of like the first songs that I started putting out there on a serious level were pop songs.
Okay.
They're right now they're not on. You can find them on my SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/ShinyDo, but they're not on like iTunes or Spotify. I need to upload those old albums from back in the day.
Yes, getting everything on the platforms because now it's such a big thing.
Yes.
And everyone is streaming different things
Exactly.
on Spotify and even with Apple Music. So it's a big thing for you to even to put it on there. So I mean, I recommend putting it out there, and that way people can access it more because now people like Apple are getting rid of iTunes, and you're only going to have Apple Music. And I was like, you're gonna make me buy this? Okay, because they won't let you buy songs anymore after a while. They're gonna have strictly Apple Music. So
Yeah.
that's gonna be a streaming service. It's gonna help you out.
Because even Chance the Rapper, he uploaded his old albums like 10 Day and what was the other
Loose
one? Acid
acid
Rap.
rap.
He
Yeah.
uploaded his old albums as well. So
That's a fluke. Acid rap was a good one though.
it was.
That's a great album if you ask me. It was really great. Um, we talked about the untimely passing of Juice World earlier. Are you a fan of his music or
Oh.
anything you knew of him?
Yeah, I actually followed Juice World like from like the beginning because I know he was really close with like these other two rappers, Lil Bibby and G Herbo. He used to go by like Lil Herb, but uh,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So it was actually Bibby that kind of brought Juice World kind of like I guess onto like that mainstream platform because he was just he just saw his material and just just kept working with him and so. I actually didn't find that out until like I want to say maybe like about a year ago. But yeah, like Juice WRLD is just so talented. Like the melodies and this music, like the stuff that he talks about, like how he just like his material is just so authentic because he's just going through like so much and was going through so much, but he used that as a platform just to kind of just share. Hey,
Himself.
exactly. It's okay that you're not okay 100% of the times. We all go through stuff. But yeah, like I think what really put him on the map was Lucid Dreams, and that video was actually shot by Cole Bennett from Lyrical Lemonade. And so that's like and so Lyrical Lemonade is essentially just to kind of just wrap up in like 2 seconds. It's like this music blog, but pretty much they shoot music videos for like all the top artists, like Lil Pump, like pretty much everybody, like even Kanye West, even like Blueface. One of my first music videos was actually shot by Cole Bennett. This was before Cole Bennett was like,
Top.
yeah.
Top guy.
So yeah.
That's amazing. So, since he was from Chicago, did you know of him? Did you see him anytime, as an artist? You guys might run cross paths or.
Like unfortunately, I never got the chance to, meet him face to face. That was actually one of my biggest goals was just to, just to go to like a concert or just to see, like Juice World, But everything that I've been following him from, which has been, just from behind the screen perspective.
Of course.
But yeah, it's so hard to these days to kind of get close to or like even just like shake an artist's hands just because like they got their posse around them and
yes,
it's such a dangerous world.
Always,
so
yeah, and they're paying attention and making sure you're not trying to get in their way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that's probably one of like my biggest regrets is that I never got a chance to meet Juice WRLD or even work with him because that would have been everything.
Well, any other Chicago artists that you know of that you could say like, oh, they're a great person, or before they even got big, before Chief Keef went to California, were you in his videos, in the houses?
I'd say Cole Bennett is probably like the music video director, who shot Juice WRLD's video. I got to meet him and like the stuff that Cole Bennett does, like the things that he does for like other artists. It's phenomenal. Actually, so like my music video GTFO. If you guys just go to YouTube, type in GTFO Lyrical Lemonade, you'll see like my video. But yeah, it's like Cole is just such an authentic person, and like he puts on for so many like Chicago and artists, even like artists just from everywhere. Like they hit him up, and he works with their budget.
Exactly.
And that's like the one thing too. It's hard to find somebody that like believes in you or believes in like your music. Mm-hmm. And when Cole came across my song, he was like, "Yo, I dig this. Let's shoot this." And I was like, all right, but
that's cool.
Yeah, I admire Cole. Like I hope I can like link up with him again sometime in the future. But yeah, just right now, just trying to focus on growing like the Shiny Do brand and and putting on for 773 because yeah, like it's just who I am.
That's great. Now, are there any other endeavors? Do you perform other places? Is there other ways that people can see you perform or get a chance to learn more about you? Are you going to do like almost like an album release? Not even, but for some people to be able to chance to come out and hear it.
Yeah, absolutely. So So right now, my this is my third album is Other Side of Me Too. And so this, I wanted it to, at first I initially scheduled it to come out this fall, but since I've been, kind of like dabbling into plays and stuff like that, it's been kind of hard to, keep that release schedule like consistent. So I have a few more songs that I need to complete, but I'm hoping the album can come out by spring of 2020. So that's the goal. But yeah, like I'm hoping to do like an album release party, and yeah, and again, like just trying to just raise awareness of like like the movement that I'm just starting. It's like 773. I want everybody to know 773. Chicago.
Exactly.
This is who we are. It's the 773. Thing. But yeah, like I'm slowly starting to like I'm starting to see like the fruits of my labor more in these last couple years than
Okay.
and yeah, because like I now have merch. So if you just go to shinydew.com and you see like the merch, you can just click on it. You got like 773 shirts and sweaters, but yeah, like I'm just trying to like make the Shiny Dew brand just a little bit more known. So
Exactly.
and just share my music with the world. That's my biggest goal.
Well, can you spell it out for them to be able to go online?
Absolutely, yeah. So it is SEANYDOO.com.
And that's on all platforms. Facebook. What else you got?
Oh yes, I got Twitter, Instagrams, Snapchat, SoundCloud. Yeah, I'm YouTube, but yeah. So like since like my social tags are like what is it like the Instagram handle? Yeah,
Yes.
like the
At,
there you go,
yes.
like the ad. Yeah, like so the ad is different on like the different platforms, but if you just type in shinydew.com, all my information, all my social media is there.
You'll be able to find it there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I
That way
can't-
our audience can
I
figure it out. And
exactly.
so we know how to go get us a 773 shirt because that's my
Exactly.
area code. Okay.
I can't tell y'all. So if y'all would like Instagram, Instagram, SoundCloud, and Twitter is all at SEANYDOO.
There we go. So can you tell us a little bit about the song you're going to perform for us in a few?
Yeah, so 773, I like when I was writing this song, I was just just in that headspace of how can I write something that just really tells like I really want to put on Chicago. I really want to start to just kind of bring that positivity back to Chicago because
Of course.
right now in the media, everyone like your first thing you hear Chicago, oh okay, don't go there, you're gonna get killed. Like it's like
Yes.
Chicago just has like such a bad reputation, and like with Chirac and like all these other slang and terms. I was just like at the studio and just thinking, man, like I want to make a song that just kind of talks about 773 and just my experience of my city. I love my city, and then at the same time, just kind of just have fun, like just talking about it. So. Of the songs that like like that I've written to date, this was probably like one of my favorite songs and probably the quickest song I've ever like written. This song I probably wrote maybe about like an hour, like tops, because I was just like as soon as I had the
Enjoying
hook,
it.
everything else just flowed. I was
Flowed.
like, oh.
That's some joy in what you do, and that's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. We're going to have a quick break here on Voices of Change so we can get ready for our performance of Shiny Dew on Intellectual Radio.
those of you just tuning in, you just missed a great interview. Shamel interviewed Shawnee Do, and I learned some things. I even learned some little terms about hip hop, and I mean all kind of things. I'm just too excited. But right now we're going to have a live performance. This man is going to do this song live at 773. Again, this is Shawnee Do. Welcome and thank you for being on Voices of Change.
Hey. Hey. Johnny Do. Yeah. Whoa, whoa. Yeah. Hey. Let's go. I'm with my people, yeah, you know it. Go, we 773. Count all this money, yeah, it's flowing. Yeah, we 773. And we 773. Shut down my city, and we rockin'. Yeah, we 773. I'm just out here doing me. Making moves, I'm worry free. I put God first the family. I'm woken up cause I don't sleep. Get back to my community. Talk money very fluently. I bag it like it's groceries. I'm so authentic, best believe I ain't no wannabe. Wake up, get up, take on another day. Show up, I'm flexing every day. Stack up, save up, this is my empire. 773 on the map, we hot, we kickin' like Chicago fire. Ain't no place like home, Chicago's always where I wanna be. So I'm at 312 or 630, I'm 773, what up? Hey, what up, hey, what up? I'm with my people, yeah, you know it, call we 773. This money, yeah, it's blowing, yeah, we 773. Keep it 100, ain't no stopping. 773, that's on my city, yeah, we rockin', yeah, we 773. Because the devil steady testing me. I earn my kick, these savage haters try to steal from me. I see them poppin' folks, they don't want to see me succeed. They playin' dirty, so I wipe them with that Mr. Clean. I came from nothing, ain't no one believe in me. They see me stunning, fire, you don't want that heat. They get it jumping, don't like D-Rose MVP. They know we run it without burning any calories. On the road to the top, real talk, I swear I'll always keep it humble. I'm never gonna stop, I'm hot, you not, I swipe you left like Bumble. We hold it down, they say we too loud. Southside's where I'm from, I'm blowing up in mama proud. Ain't no place like home, Chicago's always where I wanna be. So I'm at 312 or 630, I'm 773, what up? Hey, what up, hey, what up? I'm with my people, yeah, you know it, call we 773. Count all this money, yeah, it's blowing, yeah, we 773. 100, ain't no stopping, yeah, we 773. Yeah, we 773. Feel so brand new, got rid of the folks that wrong me. New year, I'm cool, get cheese, no macaroni. Fast lane, I cruise, BA 400 ponies. So proper, y'all so phony. You actors need a Tony. Stay true to my team, we ballin'. Don't run a record deal, they callin'. Some folks see the floor sign, other for the sick and sell, they got them fallin'. Also the real fast like a waiter. Watch your back, get smoked like vapor. Pull it back when I shoot my stop to curse to the haters, hit it with that fader. Pause for a sec, cause you know I gotta switch it up. New Year's Saints, you know that we posted up. 773, what we do, so this in the elevator going to the top. We blowing up, taking these shots to the dome. Yeah, had to do it all on my own. Yeah, I don't need new friends, rather have a new bench, shoot my number to my phone. Ain't no place like home, Chicago's always where I wanna be. So I'm at 312 or 630, I'm 773, what up? Hey, what up, hey, what up? Let's go. I'm with my people, yeah, you know it, call we 773. Got all this money, yeah, it's flowing, yeah, we 773. Yeah, we 773. Shut down my city, yeah, we rockin', yeah, we 773.
That's right, that's right, that's right. We 773. Again, thank you so much.
Thank
We
you.
We enjoyed that.
That
See?
was great.
Now,
That was great.
and
I like
I'm
that.
not one to really like rap so much. Now you see
When
why
she was should have seen it behind the camera.
I was getting into it. I'm like, what's up?
What's up? Exactly.
Okay, so tell them how they can get your stuff again.
Yeah, so if you guys just go to ShawneeDoo.com, SeanyDoo.com, and you will find everything.
Even your CD, your EP?
Oh yeah, so other side of me too is set to come out spring 2020. So just keep out on the lookout for that, and so just stay in touch with everything that I'm doing. Just if you go on Instagram, SeanyDoo. Same thing with Twitter at SeanyDoo. SoundCloud, SeanyDoo.
You brand that pretty good.
Oh yeah.
So you just have to promise us that when you blow up, that you did it here and you have to come back.
Oh, absolutely. Thank
Even
you so much.
Even if you have all your people here, security or whatever, you still have to come back, okay?
Oh yeah, that's a promise. I will definitely be back.
What's up? I like that.
Facebook.com/ShawneeDoo Music.
Okay, so I hope everyone heard it.
Yes, Shawnee do, please. I'm gonna go on. I need to get me a 773 shirt.
That's what I want. A shirt, a 773 shirt.
Right?
Because we're gonna represent.
Exactly.
Again, thank you so much. Welcome to the Voice of the
Thank
People.
you.
So much appreciated.
Good to
Everyone
have
have
you
a
here.
good week. We'll be back next week, same time, 6 o'clock.
Intellectual Radio. Have a good night.